Kawhi just say Santa Claus doesn't have Christmas?
No, Kawhi said.
It is Cantor ready to go. That's my people right there. We've got the Raptors and Celtics tipping off right after us. 5 games on ESPN and ABC. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we know Stephen A's been waiting for this one since NBA's opening day. Clippers, Lakers tonight on ABC. You're getting on a flight, Stephen A., right after the show to go out there, be live and in person. You weren't happy with LeBron after the first matchup back in October, right? A lot of people said Kawhi stole his heart, this guy to my left. What is at stake for LeBron tonight? Oh, and let me mention, we have PG-13 this time around.
Well, it's nothing in terms of his legacy or anything like that. He is what he is. He's established what he's established. I just have a preference. And to me, when somebody comes into your town, you arrived in L.A. first. Kawhi wins an NBA Finals, captures NBA Finals MVP. Then he's out there making commercials about how L.A. is his town right now. You know, got the crown dangling from the mirror of his car and all of this other stuff. It is a clear, direct shot at you, okay? And so my point is, this is basketball, and you respond to those kind of challenges. It's like, you know, and everybody act like, oh, because it's organized ball, you can't go street from time to time. And what I'm saying is, this in basketball, it happens all the time. I covered the brother in Allen Iverson that, you know, every down he was like, wait a minute. And Mo Cheeks is coaching the team, and he's looking at Mo Cheeks like, come on, man. Why don't you stop? Why don't you stop? Like putting this guy on me. Why don't you stop? Stop it. Stop. Don't do that to him. We know what Kobe has done to certain people, okay? The bottom line is this. You look at all of that stuff going on. In the sport of basketball, this is what matters. One of the things that I loved about the Fab Five when you was playing at Michigan, it was like, it was clearly a show. Y'all playing team basketball. Fish is coaching y'all. You play team. But it was clearly a show like the Fab Five is coming to town. There is a show these people expect. And, oh, I'm going to give it to them. Illinois was sitting up there and messing with you. So what you do? And one, busting their butt. The Running Rebels, UNLV. You know, Hoya Paranoia, Georgetown. I mean, this is basketball we talk about here. Don't get me started with Pearl Ross Strickland, Kenny Anderson. This is basketball we're talking about here. And if you are LeBron James, who I said is going to win the league MVP. Oh, that game was the only game I really had a problem with. The Milwaukee game, he was fatigued, long road trip, 6 consecutive road trip. I get all of that. But this brother, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing negative about Kawhi. I love it. But he's calling you out. Respond to the challenge. Well, you are LeBron. Respond, because Kawhi's coming. You call him the sidewalk. He ain't got no feelings, right? He gonna show up, right?
He don't have any feelings about you.
Opening night, he dropped 30.
Yeah.
Showed up first game. I am here. That's what he said that night. I am here now. What you gonna do?
You are absolutely
That's
right
all I'm saying.
About the street ball thing. There's something in basketball that, as much as it's a team game, there is a one-on-one element to it. There's like, what are the two sports, Jalen, are talked about in barbershops the most?
Basketball and football.
Okay, well.
Boxing, too.
Boxing.
Yeah.
See, like, football has come up in the world.
Yeah.
But basketball and boxing, fighters and basketball players, because there's something in it that's like a matchup that way in the NBA. So I get it. I agree with you. Like, if you're not going to take that last shot, you better be Jordan and passing to the dude that then hits that last shot, right? The problem here, Stephen A., is Kawhi, the way he's been manipulating things is really brilliant. He set up a situation. He trolled LeBron before opening day. He then got LeBron, and LeBron didn't look like he wanted any part of it. And Kawhi's the reigning finals MVP. And the last time they matched up in the finals, Kawhi won MVP because of the defense he played on LeBron, and in the second half of that series, as a puppy, was dropping 20-plus a game. So he set it up where all the pressure's on LeBron. If LeBron goes at Kawhi and loses, that's a bad look that's a psychological blow. If LeBron goes at Kawhi and wins, Kawhi's not sweating it. This isn't his finals. He already got him opening night. He's looking for him in the Western Conference. In the Western Conference Finals, ideally. So all the pressure is on LeBron to come through.
So for me, this is a loaded question because this is a perfect example why I try to encourage young people to play sports. Because beyond the score of the game, it teaches you multiple life skills that you don't get outside of sports. How to deal with sacrifice and teamwork and how to deal with success.
And adversity.
How to deal with a failure and adversity. So for LeBron in particular, at the end of the day, after all of these great matchups in the NBA, 10 teams playing, what's at stake is who actually is the best player in basketball. That's what's at stake today. A lot of times we try to give people lifetime achievement awards and stuff like that, but it's about bringing it right now. That's why they give away Player of the Week, Player of the Month, MVP of the regular season, MVP of the postseason.
Player right now.
Correct. It's almost like the game King of the Court. Okay, it's the exact same thing. You're going to see all of the best players on display today. And tomorrow in the barbershop, people are going to be saying, who the best player in the league? If Kawhi go off, if LeBron go off, if the Greek Freak go off, if James Harden gets 60 like Bernard King, that's what's at stake for LeBron James.
And what I'm saying to you is this, but it gets even dicier. See, because James Harden's going against Golden State. We are disappointed in the level of consistency we see omitted from Joel Embiid's game. We see Boston and Toronto, but Kawhi ain't in Toronto now. Boston's got Kemba, that's not Kyrie there. So we really watching Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Pascal Siakam, who's averaging 25 a game now that Kawhi's in L.A. But LeBron and Kawhi head-to-head. And so as a result of that, then you piggyback off of, excuse me, it's open night. When you want to act like it's just another game. Let me ask you a question. You thought the NBA thought it was just another game? Did you think TNT, who had the show outside,
ABC?
live in L.A. live, they thought it was another game? Did you think that First Take that was live in studio?
You think
from
I
LA
bought this green dress for
How
nothing?
about that?
No, it's for you all for
All I'm
Christmas
saying
Day.
to you is this. That was because it was LeBron and Kawhi.
Yes.
It's not just the Lakers Clippers. We get that. But it's LeBron, Kawhi. And all I'm saying is Kawhi showed up. He showed up.
Right.
Now, where you at?
I want to say one thing that all
Last
of you
word,
guys
and
don't
then I gotta get to
appreciate.
the East.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Something you all going to appreciate. When I'm watching this game today,
Right.
they better be guarding each other.
How about that?
Kawhi will be guarding LeBron.
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on.
Right.
Can I
Bless
get
you.
it? Can I get it?
Bless
Amen.
you.
Right.
Bless you, please.
There
Yes.
is no reason.
All right. We're all so hyped for that one.
Kawhi will
But
be
we are
guarding-
moments
Okay.
away from
I know
Raptors
that.
We'll
and
see.
Celtics.
We'll see.
That game is right after us.
I knew you liked that
In
one.
the
Yes, I
East,
love that.
tipping off in Toronto
Yes.
at noon.
Yes.
Here's Jason Tatum. He's having a fantastic year speaking before the game.
Coming into this year, I knew how good the East was going to be. In recent years, a lot of people, talk about the East as, the lesser conference. But this year is really deep. From top to bottom, there's a lot of really, really good teams, and every night is tough. And today won't be any different, especially playing against Toronto in Toronto. It should be really fun.
All right, it will be fun. Jalen, I'll start with you. I asked the guys this earlier. Who has the better chance of making it out of the East? Is it Celtics or Raptors?
Oh, definitely the Celtics. Now, I give the Raptors a lot of credit for being the defending champions. We know they don't have Kawhi Leonard. Pascal Siakam has elevated his game to all-star status. But in order to win the conference, to me, you need one of the best players in the conference. And for me, that is the Bucks and Giannis. And then it's the Sixers, Embiid, and Simmons. To me, they're head and shoulders above the pack. And then I'll go Boston Celtics. Regular season, the Celtics going to be built for this marathon. They'll have the number 2 seed. But I think they need to do something up front. Cantor can give you offense and give you some rebound and not much of a defender. They lost Al Horford, his leadership and his productivity. If they don't make a move up front, the Boston Celtics could make it to the second round, but no further than that.
Yeah, I think the Celtics are one of the candidates to knock off anyone. I wouldn't pick them, but they'll be live. I actually think, according to your logic, Jalen, the Heat are the sleeper there because they have a lot of the parts that the Celtics have in ways, and Jimmy Butler, right? But I would say of these two teams, the Celtics are more likely than the Raptors. But I got to say, because of Jimmy Butler going to the Heat, Pat Riley and all that, I don't think they're the biggest surprise. I think the Raptors are the biggest surprise of the season. They lost the MVP of the finals, just took him off, did not replace him with anyone, really, nothing comparable, and got 20-something wins already? They're winning more than twice as much as they're losing. Surprise of the year to me.
They lost Danny Green, too.
And Danny Green. They lost 40% of a championship team.
I'm going to disagree with
five.
both of y'all and say Toronto, to me, I'd give a better chance because of their experience, their depth, their size, and the fact that they've been there already this past year. We're still looking to see from Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, what they can do on this level. We know what they can do talent-wise. We believe in them. But I'm just saying Toronto makes perimeter shots. Toronto defends. And Toronto has size everywhere. They didn't lose. They lost Kawhi, but they lost no size on their front line. So I'm going to go with that. Having said all of that, damn it, I ain't interested in that. I want to get back to my man Jalen Rose, what you said about Kawhi and LeBron James. I knew you were like that. I want to go back to that because let me tell you something. It does matter. I mean, it does. And this is not LeBron. This is both of them.
Correct.
Look, I don't want to see Kawhi on Danny Green.
Correct.
I don't want to see LeBron on Patrick Beverly. At some point, not every possession, but there needs to be a chunk of time. Because let me tell you something. That's the whole story when Kobe was being interviewed a few months ago, and a guy asked him, Kobe was like, I had back spasms, I was messed up, and all of this other stuff. And we were going to Toronto to play Vince Carter, and Vince Carter was the rave. And I said, I don't have back spasms today. Not today, because I'm going against Vince Carter. This is what I'm talking about. This basketball in its pure state, man. We got to have this.
Mamba mentality.
We got to have this.
But when you do the thing with Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality is a little different. Kobe, like when I say don't do that, comparing people to Jordan, it's just not going to turn out good. Don't compare people's mentalities that way to Kobe Bryant.
But you can ask, Max, you can ask for somebody to try one game.
Hey, Max.
One game.
And by the way, this is real simple. The Clippers, when they're locked in, are the best perimeter defensive team in the league. The Lakers are the best interior defensive team in the league. They have more height, they have more size, and more bulk.
AD.
When you're watching the game today, you're about to fly out there 6 hours to see this game. At some point of the game, at all times, Kawhi or PG should be on LeBron.
All right, let me say this to y'all. Let me put.
And LeBron should be on one of them.
Are you ready for this?
At all times.
Are you ready? I'm gonna give it to you. Coaches go up against each other. They match wits. Regular, marginal, role players match up against each other. Why can't the stars? Well, why can't the stars match up against each other?
Hold on.
How come we can't get that? How come we can't defend that?
If you want to get on LeBron for that,
no, anybody.
Kawhi takes the toughest defensive challenge throughout his whole career.
I'm not getting on anybody. I'm on national television. I'm not getting on them. I'm begging for it. There's a difference. I'm not getting on anybody. I'm saying, damn it, give it to us tonight.
It's what everybody wants to see. It's the business way.
And it's the same thing when we watch Greek Freak go up against Embiid.
Yes.
The exact same thing.
Give it to us 2/3.
Yes, don't sleep on that game either. Bucks Sixers. We got to see a lot.